So the very funny thing is the iPhone 12 is easily one of the more interesting phones Apple has made. I say that about almost every single iPhone ever made, but the crazy thing is that with a device like the iPhone 12, this was an iPhone that came out, back in 2020. And it's crazy because on one hand, this iPhone was pretty impactful. I feel like the design of this iPhone is still kind of being felt even with the latest iPhones, and even with like the Galaxy S24 that just came out. These types of products still kind of feel the impact of the iPhone 12 in a way, but also with a device like the iPhone 12, I kind of felt like this was a very weird iPhone that Apple made, and I feel like there's still one looming issue they've never really addressed. They kind of addressed it, but they never really completely addressed it. And to kind of start off, the iPhone 12's body is one of the more interesting things going on here. So when we take a look at, the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, the iPhones right before this, you actually saw an iPhone that was pretty much, kind of what you'd expect from an iPhone at that time. But then Apple went through and essentially changed it up a little bit with the iPhone 12s. They brought back the flat sides and the glass on the back, which was there before, but a very good feeling, modern feeling phone, and slimmed down the bezel quite a bit. Still to this day, the iPhone 15s are still the same exact way. They changed the design a little bit, but at its core, it's still almost exactly the same thing, which is actually insane to me. So Apple is, that design of the iPhone 12 is still being felt as this point, which I think is a very, very interesting and cool thing. On the other hand, though, one of the looming issues that we had with this particular device actually came in the form of, basically the battery degradation issue that I was having, but a lot of other people were having too. Essentially what was going on was that these particular devices, the iPhone 12, 12 Pro, and kind of the 12 mini and 12 Pro Max and all these other iPhones, they were experiencing so many weird issues in terms of the battery. And this was one of the biggest problems for me personally, was that my iPhone 12 Pro, the battery was degrading like crazy. And when I'm getting an iPhone, let's say like an iPhone 12 Pro, I don't want the battery to degrade that fast. I want it to degrade at an even rate, not at a massive level. And that's kind of what was going on with this particular iPhone. Apple didn't really address it like they kind of did when they went through and essentially gave us an iOS update that kind of like told us that they kind of fixed it here and there. But even that wasn't good enough, and that kind of had some issues in and of itself as well. So when I look back at the iPhone 12, this is one of those iPhones that I genuinely will like never really understand. I think it was a great iPhone. I think it had a lot of capability, but there are so many random things that ended up happening with this iPhone. And although the impact of this iPhone is still being felt, I do think that there was a lot of weird things that Apple ended up doing here, and I feel like they could have actually ended up doing a better job with this iPhone. Maybe not necessarily like actually fixing those issues, but at least addressing those issues and kind of making amends maybe to them in some ways. But I guess we'll see what happens in the future. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.